What's up guys, Jerry here, and I got a couple requests for this video, so I thought I'd go ahead and do it. This is my 2014 room tour. So starting with my PC, might as well get to the good part first. This is my $500 gaming PC build, and with this I actually went with an FM2 socket motherboard, an A10-5800K processor. It's got a 1 terabyte hard drive in it, and then I've got a EVGA GTX 650 Ti Boost graphics card. Now a lot of people may say, why did you go with a graphics card if you've got a quote-unquote APU? The reason for that is I was actually trying to get the best CPU that I could on the FM2 platform. I considered other things like the FX6300, which is on the AM3 Plus platform, but then the motherboard price kind of brought it over the budget that I was looking for. And then of course also you had the 955, which I thought was is good, but it's old, and I really didn't want to get anything that was too old. I also wanted something that was fairly new. So that was the reason I did that, and I knew that the gaming capabilities of the APU wasn't going to be enough for itself. I didn't really want to take the chance of getting that and not really being satisfied with it, so that's why I went with that. Now, are there better options today? Yes. So I can't really say I would always recommend that you do that if you're going to build something in 2014, but I think it was kind of a different story back then. And anyways, so it's in my Cougar Spike case. I've got two Xbox 360 controllers that I use. Originally I got those, well, one I had already, but I picked up a second one because I had sold my PS3 and my 360, and this PC was supposed to be a replacement for those, so I had planned on using those to game. And of course, as we all know as PC gamers now, controllers aren't so popular, so I use them for like sports games and things like that, but pretty much now I am gaming with my mouse and keyboard. And then after that, I also have my Panasonic studio headphones. These things actually only cost me like 30 bucks, but there's a lot of reviews online that say that these are a pretty good value and they sound like much more expensive headphones. So far I think they're fine. I kind of want to power them with an amp, and I haven't gotten a chance to do that, so I really don't think I've heard them to their true potential yet, but they're also a good value as well. And then also here I have a Dynex keyboard. I don't even actually remember when I picked this keyboard up or how I got it, but pretty much these things are like 10 bucks or less that you can find anywhere. I do want to get a mechanical keyboard eventually, but for now I use this. It's okay for gaming. I like it because it's got the multimedia controls at the top, but other than that it's pretty basic membrane keyboard. And then I have a mouse. This is my $8 gaming mouse. This is the E-Blue Cobra Junior. It's got DPI adjustments all the way up to 1600 DPI. I actually play with it at 400. I can't, like if I'm playing a first-person shooter, I can't aim for shit after anything that's higher than like 800. Even less than that is what I need, but I plan 400. So I've been using it for this. The mouse works fine except for the scroll wheel. Just randomly it stopped working one day, so it doesn't really scroll right. I can't even say that word, but yeah, I'd probably recommend spending a little bit more money, but it was $8, so whatever. I like it for the DPI adjustments, but eventually that's gonna go as well. And then I got my big Rosewell mouse pad, which is nice. I didn't actually purposely order a mouse pad this big. It's probably about this equivalent of 1.5 the size of your typical mouse pad, and I wasn't planning on it being that big, but I'm actually glad that I did get it because now I like having a mouse pad that's that size. The only thing I don't really like about it is that it's easy to get dirty, and all your like scratches and everything always show up on it. So that's kind of the downside, but the size, it moves nicely as well, the mouse on the mouse pad, so I can recommend it from that standpoint. My monitor, I'm using a 23-inch LG monitor. I think this is just a standard LCD monitor. I got this thing like years ago out of Best Buy, so it's not really anything special, but it's a 1080p monitor and 23 inches, so it's a good size. It's got HDMI out, DVI. I can't remember if it has built-in speaker. No, it doesn't have any built-in speakers. LG brand's good quality, so it's lasted me for a while, but hopefully sometime in the future I'll get like an IPS panel or something like that. I don't know. Probably plan to keep it though to 23 to 24 inches as far as screen size, and probably another 1080p monitor too. Since of course I don't got the rig to upgrade to 1440p, but maybe down the line. My speakers are also probably about equally as old. I've got some old Logitech speakers, which I'll probably put in. I'll put the model name on the screen so you guys can see, but these things are pretty old. They do okay. Yeah, I've got a little subwoofer down underneath my desk. It's a 2.1 system, so I definitely could use some upgrading there. I've been looking at a lot of audio stuff lately as far as like DACs and speaker amps and powered speakers and things like that, so I really kind of want to revamp my whole audio system altogether. So that's another thing on the list to go later on, but like I said, this is a budget build, so it works for the budget. Also, I've got just a webcam on top there. I don't really use that as much, just a cheap Logitech webcam. Nothing really special about it. And then looks like the last thing on top of my desk, I've got a Canon MX330. This is a printer and fax. I use this, of course, to print and fax. Surprise. Actually, I lied. I use it to print and scan things. So I don't have a landline anymore, so can't really fax. That's outdated to me anyways. I hate when people need faxes of things, but yeah, this works. I got this at Best Buy actually a couple years ago too. It's pretty old, but whatever. Also, I'll give you guys a shot of my mini fridge that I have in here. Since I spend a lot of time in here, I think it's a good idea to throw a couple snacks in arm's reach. So I've got my mini fridge now. It's actually just filled with like soda and some beer and some weird juices. I pretty much just drink the soda, but it's all black. It's just a little bit taller than my desk. I've had this in here for a while, but I actually want to move it out of the way and extend my desk where that's at. And then I want to add a second monitor and my own set of speakers and everything like that, because right now I'm sharing my main family PC and my gaming PC with this one monitor. So I want to get a separate monitor for the my gaming PC, and that way I basically just have one giant desk with two PCs on it, which I think will be cool. And for anyone that's wondering, my desk is the IKEA Galant, which is actually pretty popular online. A lot of people have it because you can get them for like less than 300 bucks, which is pretty cheap for a desk. And you get a lot of real estate as far as what to work with. It's pretty big. I think on one side of my desk, the depth is like 31.5 inches. So you get a lot of space to work with. And even where my monitor's at, actually you get way more than that. But where my PC's at, it's about 31.5 inches. And yeah, I want to extend onto that. It's either that or just get a separate desk altogether, place it on the other side of the room where my TV is at. But I'm not sure if I want to do that. I think I'll probably just extend the desk and then have my two separate PCs, so that'll be cool. And then I think I'll put the mini fridge actually will go in my garage, since I spend a lot of time in there working on my car. And then I'll just have, you know, sodas and crap like that when I'm working on my car. So either way, it's a win for having a mini fridge somewhere, because that thing's cool to have. But yeah, let me just give you guys a wide shot of all of my setup here, so you can just get an idea of the IKEA Galant desk and what kind of real estate I'm working with. I also have a couple laptops that I'll show you guys here as well that I use from time to time. One is a Asus X401A laptop. That's also a budget laptop as well, because that thing ran like 300 bucks. It's got an Intel Pentium chip in it, which is not so bad. I was kind of thinking about running Mac OS on it, just because it's only computer in my house that's got an Intel chip in it. Everything else is AMD. So I kind of just want to try it just for the hell of it. But maybe I plan to do that. And then I've got this old HP laptop that really is just my workhorse. I use that if I am downstairs watching TV shows and stuff like that. I'll use it to look at crap online while I'm watching TV shows and things like that. Or if I'm flashing a tune on my car, I'll use it for that. So it's pretty old. It's a lot crappier than the Asus laptop that I have, but that's budget as well. So, but yeah, I use them both. Probably would be a good idea to upgrade to one at some point, or I probably want to get like a tablet to go downstairs so I can use that for media consumption for like movies and games and things like that on my TV and stuff. And so yeah, that's pretty much it in this room as far as my desk goes. From time to time you'll find some random things on top of my desk, like my GoPro or my DSLRs or my Zoom H1 or stuff like that. But yeah, this is pretty much it, guys. I'll just give you another wide shot just so you can get a look at it again. So just let me know what you guys think about this desk. Like I said, it is my budget setup. I've only been PC gaming for about 6 months now, so I'm still fairly new to the game. I was a longtime console gamer before. Last gen I had a 360, PS3, and a Wii. Decided to consolidate those into just one system this time around, just to kind of do something different as far as gaming goes. And then I started getting into YouTube and stuff, and so now I'm doing a lot of video editing and stuff like that, which I never really planned for with this build, but it still does fairly well for that, although I probably could use a lot more RAM and a faster CPU, but it gets the job done. So yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments below, and if you have any questions about anything that you've seen here, I'll be sure to answer them. And don't forget to subscribe, go ahead and like this video, and comment below. Until next time, guys, see ya.